first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bengals at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
He's got it. Touchdown. Great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. On first down, Howell. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Tyson Anderson there to get him down defensively. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Second and 5 now. Powell checks this one down to Robinson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Powell throwing on first down here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Big 13. Big 13. 11-90. 11 touchdowns.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he fires one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Burrow looking to pass. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number. And he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Tackle there by Nick Cross.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Give him 30 yards there. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Defense, let's go.
And they'll run again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, Howell to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do is maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 40-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Robinson will try to pick it up, and he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Third and goal, Burrow. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And Howe will throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. $19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing here, Howell. This pass caught. It's Woods. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Howell. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach is off.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Howell's throw here taken in by Isabella. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Back to throw, Howell. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Now Howell. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Colts. Paris Campbell, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Chris Nagar now for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 41. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On third down, Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll send a